Is anybody else stressed right now? She's literally going against every makeup rule that I've ever learned. Oh, sorry, I started the video without you because I'm trying Jessica Alba's makeup routine and there's 26 steps. I have no time to waste. So back in March, Vogue posted this video where Jessica Alba shares her daytime makeup routine. And it'd be a little bit of an understatement to say that her routine is a little unorthodox. And people in the comments definitely noticed. But here's the thing, she still came out looking freaking amazing. If you're new here, hi, my name is Miranda. Welcome to my channel where we talk all about budget beauty. If that sounds interesting to you, then become the newest member of the Slash Squad by hitting subscribe and the bell icon. While I let this sit, let's just see what Jessica Alba has to say about the first steps in her beauty routine.
Hi Vogue. Usually after a workout, I like to put this mask on. It's a shea butter antioxidant mask.
Did you see that she just put that mask on her eyes?
I actually like to use this mask on the daily. I'll just wake up, put this mask on, and then I go downstairs and have my coffee.
She just said that she does a face mask every morning. That's a little extra for me. Okay, I'll admit, that was a really refreshing way to start my day. All right, let's see what's next.
Usually use the deep hydration face cream.
All right, she's using her deep hydration face cream from Honest. I'm gonna go ahead and use another Bliss product. This is the Super Rich Moisturizer. Whew, this is rich. If I didn't have exactly what she had in her routine, I tried picking out stuff that sounded similar. This is probably a little heavier than what she used.
A Korean friend of mine told me to beat my face. I don't really like doing this. She said her mom looks really young.
You can see her skin getting like hella red. Okay. That's enough of that.
This is like a water-based cream. So I go very liberally with this one. I like to use this little device. Gets the blood flowing.
She just put on a crap ton of product. That was a lot of moisturizer. But I found a water-based cream called the Vichy Aqualia Thermal with mineralized water. RIP skin. It's so much, but this is literally how much she put on. I'm gonna be using the Daily Concepts Amethyst Roller. I mean, I gotta admit, this feels great, but she's doing like a full-on facial every morning. Okay, so then she sweeps on the rest. Oh my God, I have so much product on my face.
I usually put on an eye mask.
Now we're putting on eye mask patches. I don't think my skin can absorb anything else at this point. I'm using the Pixi Detoxify Depuffing Eye Patches. We are at capacity with moisture.
Lip scrub.
Lip scrub.
So I think you should just put a balm on after, like immediately after.
Using the Honest Beauty Magic Balm.
And that is my skin prep.
So that's her skin prep. She's about to move on to the actual makeup application now. So let's go ahead and jump to the studio where I have all my makeup. Okay, let's see what's next.
I am going to do a diffused smoky eye. I feel like this looks good on everybody. I put the matte primer everywhere where I want to be matte. I put the glow primer everywhere I want to glow.
Okay, so she uses 2 primers. I don't even use one face primer on the regular and my face already feels loaded. I do find it weird that she's putting this on while we have eye masks on. Wait, did she just put the matte primer on her eyes too? A little skeptical about putting face products on the eyes. My primer options are not very vast because I don't use it, but I am using the Essence Prime Plus Studio Mattifying Primer as well as the CoverGirl Vitalist Go Glow Lotion. So the mattifying primer is gonna go in my T-zone, and apparently I'm just gonna put the tiniest bit on my eyelids. This is going against everything I know is right. And then the glow lotion is going to be focused on my cheeks. But what's gonna happen with the skin underneath my eye mask? Is that just not gonna get primed?
And you might be wondering why I still have my eye mask on. And what's nice about having an eye mask on while you're doing your makeup is it can catch the fallout from your eyeshadow when you're doing a smoky eye.
It's so crazy that it just might work.
Brush my eyebrows up. This is a nice neutral palette. It has this really good bone color. And I first apply it with my finger.
So this is where it starts Becoming a little bit weird looking, am I right? So this is the BH Cosmetics Levitan Prince palette. I'm going into Horchata, which is sort of an ivory bone color. Dig in there. And she literally just like haphazardly rubs it onto her eye.
I'm gonna go in with this like pretty unassuming brown. So I'm gonna put that all over the lid.
Okay, so it actually looks like the unassuming brown shadow that she's using is bronze. It looks shimmery and metallic. I'm using the Pixie Eye Reflection palette. This middle shade looks very similar to what she used, and she just goes all over with the shadow. And she even like brings it really far in towards the bridge of the nose and then sort of diffuses it out. I will say that I do see the eye patch picking up some eyeshadow fallout, so
eye tints just along the line here. And then there's this other one called 23. So this one I'm doing right above the other one.
All right, so now going in with some liquid eyeshadow, starting with a rose gold shade. This is the Revolution Beauty Eye Glisten in the shade Adored by You. So she goes in with the rose gold really close to the lash line first. Then she goes in with a bronze liquid shadow. I currently do not have one of those, but I do have my ColourPop Super Shock Shadow in Deep Dive. So she puts that right above the rose gold. And now we start buffing in an upwards motion. Pretty much gonna bring that rose gold into the bronze. I mean, it doesn't look bad right now.
Gold color. I'm gonna mix it with this like brownish color. I'm gonna do just the corner here and then go underneath and create kind of like that wing, see?
First of all, can we just talk about how many different individual products she's already gone into to do the eyes? I think we're currently on like number 4. So she mixes a gold and again, a bronze that she keeps calling brown to create a wing, a very thick wing at that, and Homegirl brings it like way beyond the tail of her brow. So this is the NYX Modern Dreamer palette. I'm gonna mix this gold and then there's a bronze right next to it. Create this wing situation. Like she brings it out really far. Ooh, mine's a little bit more gold than hers was. I'm way outside my comfort zone in the amount of shimmer shades that we have on our eye all at once. Oh, I just caught sight of myself in my monitor and I look insane. But the thing is I look just like how she looks in this video.
I'm gonna go in with this bronzy color and I'm gonna blend out on my lid. Now I'm gonna take off.
Like honestly, I'm just running out of different bronzes to use. All right, so I'm gonna go back into the Pixie palette. There is sort of a lighter bronze shade, and now she's blending this wing into the rest of her eyeshadow. Also, she's blending using more and more product. Like at this point, I feel like we should just be using clean brushes to blend this out. All right, then we can finally take our eye masks off. They have been putting in overtime. And she does a little bit of blending of this wing that we have going on.
Don't judge me, just watch and learn. I'm gonna do the contour. So I like to use a darker foundation for contour, and I just go in where I would normally do contour.
She uses a deeper foundation to do her contour. And so what I had on hand was the Physicians Formula Natural Defense Foundation. I contour down my cheeks. She added some on her nose. I'll go ahead and indulge. She put some up here, and then she put kind of the rest under her jawbone. I very much have OCD, and the fact that we did not finish our eyes and we are already moving on to the face is very stressful.
The clean foundation. I'm gonna put under my eyes. And it doesn't really need to be blended out at all.
So now we're going in with a foundation that matches us and kind of filling in the blanks. So using my Essence Fresh and Fit Awake makeup from my Shop My Stash. Like it just looks like she's haphazardly putting it on her face. Oh. I started to blend because I'm so used to blending.
Then I go in with the CCC. It's like a tinted moisturizer. and go to town. And you just go right over.
Okay, so now she's covering everything with a tinted moisturizer. Where we're at now sort of reminds me of the underpainting technique that Scott Barnes kind of made popular on Tati's channel. So the only tinted moisturizer I have right now is the NYX Bear With Me Tinted Skin Veil. I have never ever tried this technique before, so I'm actually kind of excited to see how this works. Okay, not gonna lie, the forehead looks pretty good. Okay, so that definitely added like a little subtle contour going on. Not mad at it.
I like these little concealer pens. I'm gonna just put that underneath my eyes. Get my powder. I like this translucent powder. I take off all the excess, and I just like to powder where I don't want that shine.
She just put concealer on under her eyes, didn't blend it in, and then started powdering the rest of her face. The way that she jumps around her makeup application is giving me anxiety. So I'm gonna go ahead and use the umph Hydrating Camo Concealer. She just put a little bit under the eyes like this. And then she goes in with the Honest Beauty Translucent Powder, which I actually do have. Haven't used it yet though. Ooh, I really like this packaging. Look at this. Look at this. Anyway, what I was gonna say was it has one of those mesh sifters. She powders where she has fine lines. I'm going in on my forehead as well as my laugh lines. Now I'm getting a little stressed about this concealer. It is going to set.
Bronzer, that's me taking all the extra bits. And just go around where I contoured before.
She's still not blending in the concealer. Oh my gosh, I feel like I have to rush through this. All right, I got my Kokie bronzer and she is going over where we underpainted basically. I'm just adding a little bit more. Also, when are we coming back to the eyes? Because they still look crazy.
I always bring it down into the neck because there's nothing worse than when it just stops right there. Get a fluffy brush, see how that's like a little weird and that one's good.
Wait a second. She literally just went back in and like blended away this wing that we did. Why are we jumping back and forth so much?
So now I'm gonna press in this concealer.
Freaking finally, but it's already set. She also brings it a little bit up under her forehead. Ooh, I didn't notice it at first because I was freaking out. That translucent powder from Honest made my skin look freaking amazing. All right, luckily, since that was the Hydrating Camo Concealer, it wasn't too hard to blend out after it had been sitting there for 10 minutes. Is anybody else stressed right now?
Eyebrows, even though I've gotten my eyebrows microbladed, I usually start from the outside.
All right, going back to brows, she fills them in lightly with a pencil. She has microblading done, I do not, so I'm just gonna speed through this really quickly. By the way, I used the Carity Brow Goals pencil for this.
So there's this Marc Jacobs pencil. So I'm gonna go into my lash line with that. Key is to just get it as close to lash line as possible. And on the bottom, I only like take it halfway.
All right, rose gold eyeliner on the upper and lower lash line. I'm using the Pixie Endless Silky Eye pencil in Rose Glow. She does a little bit of a finger smudge here. I feel like this video should have been titled, just add a bunch of shimmer to your lids and blend it until it looks good.
Curling your lashes is everything.
I agree.
And I always use a primer. So what's cool about this one is you have the primer on one side, mascara on the other, and it works so well with people with super sensitive eyes like me. I always blink through.
Okay, so she's using a 2-in-1 lash primer and mascara. I actually really like using mascara primer. It does add a big oomph to your lashes. I'm usually just too lazy to do it, but I'm gonna go in with the CoverGirl Lash Primer. This is the one that I usually use because the brush also really helps separate the lashes. Then she's going in with mascara. I'm using the Maybelline Lash Sensational. I'm not knocking her. The woman is gorgeous, she's intelligent, she's a makeup mogul. I just really like this series that Vogue does because you really see what these celebrities put into their daily appearance. They're just like us. They have to work really hard to look good.
Cream blush, and just put put a little bit where you would naturally flush.
All right, looks like I have the exact same cream blush she's using, the Honest Beauty cream blush, which I actually really like. Such a great texture, and it looks so beautiful and bouncy on the skin. This is the shade Rose Pink. It looks like that's what she's using. This is just such a foolproof cream blush. It always looks gorgeous and never clown-like or heavy, even as you build it up. Okay, she put a little bit on the nose as well.
Long wear lip. I'm gonna do the lighter one on the outside.
Okay, she's going in with her own Honest Beauty liquid lipsticks. Again, a product that I really like from them. It looks sort of like she's using the shade Off Duty. That's what I'm gonna start out with. She said she wants the lighter color first.
Going with a little bit darker nude. And just put it in the middle.
She puts the darker shade in the middle of her lips. Basically, everything I've ever learned about creating dimension on the lips is that you use the darker shade on the outside to create like a pouty look and add a highlight. She's literally going against every makeup rule that I've ever learned. So again, going in with another Honest Beauty liquid lipstick. This is in the shade BFF. And she's like dabbing that in the middle. I don't know, that just looks weird.
I like to do a ton of powder, but just a little. The Magic Balm just here.
All right, moving back to powder, now we're gonna set the concealer we rubbed into our under eye area. Like, girl, it is too late. That mother has creased. Actually, the e.l.f. concealer doesn't crease all that much, but I do still typically have to set it right away. Set that under eye area.
The Magic Balm just here. So you still have like the matte lip on the outside, but on the inside it's like a little.
Okay, going back into that Magic Lip Balm.
All done.
All done. Was it me, or did that routine have major chaotic energy? So here's the thing, I think the finished look is actually pretty and glowy, but I feel like we could have achieved this in way less steps. Like, the eyes alone, she ended up pretty much blending everything in with one another. We could have gotten this look with one, maybe two shadows tops. And Jessica used, no joke, like 6 different individual products to do the eyeshadow. Miss Alba, I am willing to bet that there is one eyeshadow palette with all of these shades inside. But what do you all think of Jessica Alba's makeup routine? Is this something you could see yourself doing? Let me know in the comments below. Today's shout out goes to Dazzlings. Thanks for being a member of the Slashed Squad. And join me over in this video next where I review the entire Ulta Black Widow makeup collection. I'll see you over there. Bye!